Welcome to the MineSanity podcast. What's up, guys? My name's Azrael Eternity, and welcome to the MineSanity podcast.
Where we do nothing.
We do nothing, we talk about nothing, and we get nothing done. So,
welcome to the MineSanity podcast, where the questions are made up and the points don't matter.
With us today, Grave.
What?
And Banjo.
Grave just belched.
No, that wasn't me.
No, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
Who else is in this call?
Obama, I can hear you.
Thanks, Obama. The NSA wiretapper.
Actually, I saw a really great video.
Wait, hold on. Bombs, terrorism, fire,
Planes, crash, hijack.
beep. This podcast cannot be continued. It's dialed. What? Okay, I have to say, one of my favorite lines from Portal 2 is Gladys saying, "Oh, let's call your parents," and the phone rings and it's like, "I'm sorry, the parents you have dialed do not want to speak with you because you are a failure."
Well, you are. I don't know about you.
I just butchered that line, but
More or less, but we get the point.
yeah, I have to say I'm enjoying playing Portal 2.
It's a good game.
Yeah, the single player. I beat the single player of Portal in like a couple hours, less than 2 hours. But this one is becoming much more interesting, I'll say. But I haven't gotten through it. Banjo and I just recorded about an hour and a quarter of footage for Portal 2 in the co-op, so people can look forward to that. So, server news probably should talk about, right?
Probably.
We do. Server news for MineSanity. We are currently in the process of doing a vote to decide whether if we are going to do a map reset. And it's not going to be done today. It's going to be next Tuesday. We're going to read all of the votes and
During the podcast,
and we'll go from there. The main proponents of the reset are Banjo and King and Stevie, I think. And I know Grave and Sigs don't want to reset yet. They want to wait.
Yeah, I'm more for waiting, honestly.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm kind of like with King. Since I know that it's coming, I can't really, I'm having trouble getting project ideas. So I kind of understand why he wants to do a reset. And Banjo types really loud.
I did not type.
Oh, somebody.
Sorry.
Oh. Bacon.
Bacon.
Hey.
I don't know what made me think of that. But yeah, so next week we're going to be doing the tally of the votes, and we'll be doing a reset event. And yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we should probably discuss, since the three of us are here. Unfortunately, we'd wanted Stevie had popped online for a little bit. Sigs is on Skype, but he's at work. King is hopefully sleeping.
Well, yeah, you would hope so.
He was having trouble sleeping because he kept on having ideas for chicken farms.
Damn
Which
chickens.
is rather amusing.
Yeah. Basically,
Pretty
what
good
happened,
ideas.
yeah, basically what happened was he went to sleep and he was just like, wait, I can improve this design. So he gets back on, he does the video, renders it, uploads it, and then tries to go back to sleep. And he's like, "Wait, I can improve it more." And
Yep.
like less than an hour later, he already has it rendered and uploaded. And people on the second video were just like, "Didn't you just wait? Didn't you just yeah?" So
yeah, more or less.
more or less. So it is kind of funny. I'm so thankful that I don't have those things happen to me.
You mean you're so thankful you aren't creative?
I don't care about redstone or automatic farms or anything like that. I really don't. I look up tutorials on YouTube in order to build those sorts of things. Like, oh, it'd be nice to have an automatic chicken farm. Okay, well, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
So
I try to come up with things, but I
have to say,
it happens.
the record lock that you did for me, that I did a video of, was pretty brilliant. But yeah, I did a couple of redstone tutorials, but I'm not particularly in any way proud of them. It was just like, well, this is what I came up with. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, bye.
Don't come again.
Yeah, but I started organizing all of my videos from this past season, and it's just like, wow, I did a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot has happened on the server.
Yeah, and I actually went through. It wasn't an actual episode, but it was a recording that was my first video being recorded on the server. I don't think it actually made it into a video that I uploaded, but it was very odd.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just that long ago, and all the things that have changed since then. Like the entrance to my cave, there used to be a tree there, and used to be another cave above it, and the whole island was all
Actually there.
there, not a flat thing. Oh, I released the testificates today.
Oh.
Did you put landmines around?
No, I did not.
Failed.
They're hovering around my storage room, like that building. Like at night, they'll go inside there. It's kind of annoying.
So how many are in your storage room now?
3 now.
You might want to get that
2 more fell
door
down.
built or finished.
Yeah, well, just wired.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know.
So, what else is there to talk about, really? I guess ideas?
UHC Season 2 just finished.
Last
the
episode went up today.
Last episode went up today.
Azrael, I can tell you for one thing, you would not have enjoyed being there.
What?
Hey, what? No, not that.
Season
not
2.
that one, not that. Oops.
What are you talking about? Oh,
The
you're
one we
talking
just
about.
The giant group event we did yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not all that fun.
Well, it was interesting, but there was just a lot of chaos.
Can we
The
say what the
people
event
there.
was?
The people there were so annoying.
Jeez.
Was it a group call?
It was for the first, like,
yes.
5 minutes, yeah.
Trying to get everything organized and everybody arranged and
Well, actually, no, it was more like an hour, because we had to wait for everybody to get on, which, you would think, hey, let's actually get people for the event. Nah, we're just going to get everybody into the same call for an hour.
Anyways, UHC Season 2 just ended for the Dragon Hunt. Unfortunately, Grave did not survive. And
What do you mean, unfortunately?
oh, shut up.
and Banjo used all of his arrows.
Yeah.
So it came down to me. And I'm very pleased with how it ended. So, other than the fact that Banjo team killed me right after we won. That was kind of
You
annoying.
should have
welcome.
expected that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't believe how much he friggin' kills me in Portal 2. It's getting kind of ridiculous.
You know what? The first time was an accident. The second time, I will admit, yeah, that one was on purpose.
And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, actually, no, 5 I think was your own fault.
No, I'm just talking about the team kills, not about my deaths.
Oh.
Been a lot of team kills. Both sides. More Banjo killing me than anything.
Well, that's just because I got a head start.
Oi.
Anyways, but
Yeah.
season 2 of UHC was a success. We did end up killing. We wouldn't have succeeded had we not had the rule of if you die in the overworld, you're still in. But
Yeah, we would have lost while Banjo was AFK.
yeah,
No.
that would have been pretty crappy video.
I would have won.
No, you would not have made it to the dragon.
I don't think you quite... I think you're underestimating me.
Yeah, but appropriately so.
It-
Because it is, well, you. Anyways.
Okay.
Okay. Season 2, killed the dragon. Not going to be doing that ever again.
it's
Yeah, we need to kill each other. Not a common...
PvP is the best. I do want to do another one. Probably not too soon. Probably sometime in August we'll do another one. I'm going to be taking time off in September around my birthday. Ah. You okay there?
sorry about that.
What in the world was that?
My mic flying off my face.
Oh, wow, that's pleasant.
Did you like swat it away or something? What is on my hat?
I had to sneeze, so I went to cover it up, and yeah, he kind of flew.
Okay. Anyways, so season 2 over. Never again.
Never, ever, ever again.
Ever again.
It was a good experience.
Can I just say that I don't want to, if we have team events anymore, like, I wouldn't mind doing a team UHC, you know, like 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2, however many people we can get to do it. But I don't want to get paired with Banjo.
It's
Well, thanks, bud.
Yeah, no worries. No, well, I already settled. I wanted to be on Siggs' team. Siggs can be my pack rat. It's the voice of reason.
eh.
For those of you that aren't watching UHC from Mindcrack, Zisto and Packrat were paired together, and Packrat died in the first episode.
Yeah, that was
And
a
so
pretty sad season.
And so there's been, how many PvP kills have there been? One?
Oh, yeah.
One, just Seth Blaine killing
I
Packrat.
think so, yeah.
Everybody else has been dying to the elements. But who was it? JL zip code 2579 was the first one to die to something in the Nether. He died to a blaze, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, he and Docker in the Nether. But they had to do a reset for the server, which I thought was odd.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
They did a reset on the server. Like, they turned it off, turned it back on again, because in the latest episode, you can see it very noticeably. The time is going much faster than it actually should. Like, the day-night cycle is hella fucked up. It was like 2-minute long nighttime periods and like 7-8 minute long day periods.
I wonder how that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, they have no idea. So this last episode was only like 16 minutes long. The end of it was, okay, we'll be right back. We're gonna do is reset the server.
Okay, so that's why everyone's episodes were so short.
Yeah.
Got it.
I really need to go back and I need to start watching everybody else's, but I've only been watching Zisto's perspective. And frankly, it's very, very enjoyable, because I think that even though Packrat is dead, he definitely contributes and help Zisto out. And
Yeah.
I don't think that it's like some people are saying it's cheaty, and I don't think that it is.
No, it really isn't. It's just someone helping out Bud.
Yeah, it's just voice of reason, like Zisto says. You know,
Which, he still really, really needs.
Yeah, so that he doesn't lava himself.
Pretty much.
So, but lots of fun.
Yeah, that's a word.
I don't know. So, I guess we should probably start talking about Season 2 for MineSanity.
Yeah.
Things that we are expecting and figuring out essentially what the rules are going to be. What, like if we have a win condition, things like that. My original idea was to have a victory monument.
I still think that would be a pretty cool idea.
This is, of course, in reference to having UHC mode on for the server.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
The plan is that the server is going to start out with natural regeneration disabled, and it's going to be very much like Minecraft, where they have to complete a certain task in order to essentially turn it back on.
Mm-hmm.
But might be expanding on the idea. They were just doing, you have to kill the dragon, you have to kill a wither. And they
which unfortunately is like the two big events in the game, which
take very, like, depending on the size of the group, it's not a hard task.
Yeah.
So we've kind of expanded upon it. Well, my idea expands upon it, that not only do you require the dragon egg and a beacon, but also all 16 colors of wool, a block of coal, a block of iron, a block of gold, a block of diamond, a block of lapis, a block of redstone, and a block of emerald.
Yes.
And then once all of those are assembled, and we're probably going to build some sort of structure for it, then natural regeneration comes back on.
Yes.
And
it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. The main opponent of that idea is Sigs, I think he said. He wants it to be natural generation disabled permanently.
No, I want it permanently disabled. Sigs is completely against me.
Okay. I'm misspeaking then. I think having it disabled permanently is a bad idea. And the reason being is because, one, we need to, if we're setting out this goal, then there needs to be a plus to it. There needs to be a reason to do this goal, having this victory monument. You know, there needs to be a reason to do it. Otherwise, if it's not going to change anything, then why bother doing it? Other than just to say that we have. The other thing is that having it permanently enabled or permanently disabled means that we're constantly running UHC. So then we actually play UHC, that same sort of tension isn't there.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know, UHC is supposed to be this big tense thing because, you know, you can die, you can lose all of your stuff, you won't regenerate your health if you get hurt, so it becomes this, like, big deal. Whereas if we're doing that constantly, it becomes less of an issue in UHC. We know, like, I'm not saying it's not a good idea that we know better for when we do UHC, but there wouldn't be a difference between the two other than there's no PvP focus on the server, which there shouldn't be anyways. We shouldn't really have a huge PvP focus on the server.
Usually.
Well, if we're derping around and having events, you know, it's not like I'm just going over to Banjo's house and murdering him.
Well, we did do that for a little bit.
That was Survival Wars. That was for an event.
Fun times.
Yeah, and I did kick your ass.
Shut up.
That's why the diamond monument's at my house.
No, it's because you cheated and used so many potions.
How did I cheat? How is using potions cheating?
Because you cheated.
Cheating is boosting.
Huh?
Which is what happened in Spawn.
No.
Which is why I have the monument.
Anyhow.
What happened?
What?
I'm lost here.
Do you not know what boosting is?
No, not really.
You never really played Call of Duty. Okay. Boosting is where one person continuously sacrifices themselves so that another person can get an accelerated number of kills.
Oh, yeah. So what Graven and I did.
Yes, exactly.
I
Exactly
mean,
what you two did.
the legitimate thing that we totally didn't do.
Yes, that.
That. Anyways.
If,
Cough.
You need a better button for disabling.
It's like right under the diaphragm for my mic.
Yeah. Anyways, so season 2, I'm looking forward to it.
So am I.
I think it'll be fun.
Now, do we want like spawn houses, or do we want more of a build as you please kind of thing?
to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what we should do. I honestly say we just kind of do whatever happens, like kind of like what we did with Spawn, except Azrael built everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Contributions from Zippy, the strip club, Grave, the tower, which only got finished a couple months ago, Banjo, the Zen garden, and King, the glitch factory. And the only of those that were useful was the glitch factory.
The Zen garden was useful for balancing your chi.
Shut up.
Notice the silence?
That's the sound of nobody's chi being balanced.
Shut
up. But yeah, I don't know that we'll have I'm sure initial buildings in Spawn. But
now I don't know
houses,
if any of you guys pay attention to Hermitcraft.
Nope.
No, okay. Well, if you ever do take a look at one of their videos, you see that their spawn is much more organic. That's what I'm thinking of, leaning more towards, because it flows really nicely and people can add on whatever they want as long as it kind of goes along with the organic feel.
Explain what you mean by organic feel.
Like kind of a tree, it just grows as it needs to.
Gotcha. So not having like set plots.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can build whatever you want as long as it goes with everything else.
And it must be 4 blocks or taller. That was a joke from King. We like to. Oh, that's actually reminds me. We probably should mention that. We'd like to say so long to King and welcome back to King.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't last long.
Yeah, it didn't last long, and we're happy to have him back. We're glad to have him.
Well, I'm not so sure about Grave at this exact moment, but yeah, I am.
What?
What happened?
All the propaganda.
Oh,
I don't care.
I have to say that is pretty hilarious. Some of the propaganda that's in the voting booth and around the voting booth. What is it? A vote?
I'm okay.
A vote to delay is a vote to be gay.
Yeah, that one is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I saw that one and I just cracked up. For a good
I showed them to my wife and she thought it was pretty funny. And that says a lot.
Yeah.
Does she have no sense of humor at all?
What?
She does. We don't have a similar sense of humor.
Okay.
She and I line up on some things. Like we both enjoy a couple of the same TV shows, primarily like NCIS. We both enjoy, but for the most part, my sense of humor is vastly different than hers. Hence why I'm on 4chan a lot. It's like that's my kind of sense of humor for the most part.
/B.
/B. Anyways, what were we just talking about? I completely get derailed.
King
left the server to join a European server that would be people playing in the same sort of time zone as him,
And they were all dicks.
No, they weren't all discs. Just the owner was apparently.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Like King went to build a building in the spawn village, and the guy said that it had to be more than 4 blocks tall, and he ended up talking to some of the American players and a couple of the European players that all essentially said, yeah, this guy's kind of a dick, but we put up with him. And so King came back and was just like, you know what, I'm fine with it. Why don't we do a reset? And hopefully a reset will have everybody be more active.
You know what we could do?
We need to find somebody and find European players.
No. Here's my idea.
No, Banjo. No. I know exactly what you're gonna. I mean,
Okay.
it's a good idea.
We have to hear it out now.
I want to hear what Grave thinks. I was gonna say.
Just say it, and I'll tell you if.
No. I want to hear you first. Come on.
Banjo,
No.
spit it out.
No, I want to hear Grave first.
Spit it out.
Okay, I was gonna say we just invite all the people on the server King was gonna join onto MineSanity.
Not all of them. I wouldn't mind. Like, if they do LPs, I would be fine looking at them.
Yeah, because we don't have a dick leader all the time.
Not all the time.
We have 2 of them.
Yeah. 2 assholes running the server.
We balance each other out most of the time.
Most of the time.
For the most part.
Yeah. So.
So
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I wouldn't mind looking at them.
I mean, just think of it. If all of them really dislike the owner of the other one,
I wouldn't mind looking into taking a couple from them. But that also would be kind of dickish to be like snipe members. Be like, we heard you guys thought this guy was a dick. We're not quite so much dicks.
Maybe me.
I'd like to point out that the most commonly used command is /kick on the server, and it's most commonly used by Grave, and it's most commonly directed at Banjo. just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, that's the only command that's really ever used on the server.
Yeah.
Well, other than burn Banjo, but that's a completely different thing.
Yeah. Well.
I guess by the time that this goes up, the Rose's prank will probably be already up. In theory.
In theory,
Okay.
As long as you get it up.
Mine's rendered. I just need to upload.
Okay.
So, Grave and Banjo came over to my house while I was caving in the Nether, and covered my almost entire island in goddamn roses.
It's beautiful.
I honestly thought that you guys were gonna, like, when I saw the thing mentioned about the yellow flowers, I thought you were gonna draw something, like you're gonna draw a giant penis or something with the yellow flowers.
We did.
You did?
Yeah, we drew multiple
Banjo
things.
made a couple of them, but they were really hard to see, which was good.
Okay, I couldn't notice, so whatever. Yeah. It was only about halfway through that I realized that I could use a bucket of water to clear them much faster. Except at water's edges, so
yeah,
that definitely cut down on my time.
Yeah,
but god damn.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all these roses. A lot of them despawned, so.
Oh yeah.
But I think I got probably about almost an inventory and a half full of.
Sounds about right.
But
are you kidding? You let a lot of them despawn.
Oh yeah. At one point, I filled my inventory with like single stacks of torches, just so that I wouldn't pick up more. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna pick up.
You know how long it took me to collect all those roses? Like 5 minutes.
Oh, somebody also expanded the storage for the flower farm. I don't know who did that.
Yeah, that kind of happened in the middle of the flower.
Actually, no, that happened like way after. It's just that I wanted something to I needed something to do, and I just decided, hey, this is something.
Yeah.
Wait, Azra, I gotta ask. Did you make any deflowering jokes?
No.
Why?
I didn't come to my mind. I did make a joke about that I wasn't sure how comfortable I was with two guys giving me this many roses.
They messed up our order. What are you talking about?
What were they supposed to send?
Like 30.
Okay, over 24 roses? You don't think that's a little gay? You send red roses. I would like to point out that, and I have discovered this, and I share this. You do not send red roses to anyone but your lover. Like your girlfriend, your wife, yours.
Yeah.
Yes,
whatever.
but it just so happens that iron golems drop red roses, so
You're supposed to use yellow roses for your mother, and white roses for friends.
now the good news is nobody knows this stuff, so it doesn't really matter either way.
I share it whenever anybody, like because some guy was leaving work. This is probably 3 or 4 months now. Was leaving work with a thing of red roses, and I was all, oh, who are those for? My mom. I was all, you're giving red roses to your mom? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now you think that all the red roses were gay. You know how gay that sounded?
You know how I know you're gay?
Hmm.
Because your dick tastes like shit.
Well,
I can't remember what movie that's from.
that escalated rather quickly.
I don't remember what movie that's from. I think it's from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I can't remember.
Sounds about right.
That was pretty good delivery. That was pretty good delivery, if I say so myself.
Oh my god.
I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, I love this server.
Oh
And this is why we have podcasts.
Yeah, what? Boy.
That was probably one of the last things I would have ever expected.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a Kmart commercial that is a bunch of school kids that, oh, did your mama get that at Kmart? And the kid was like, yeah. The girl's like, your mama's so fiscally responsible she does layaway at Kmart for free. They're just like, oh! The most retarded Kmart commercial. The best Kmart commercial ever was the shipped my pants.
What?
Shipped my pants. Like shipping?
I heard. I didn't understand it though.
It's like, well, it's supposed to be a play on I shit my pants.
Well,
I understand that.
And
thank you.
They did a commercial that you can do site to home and site to store shipping through Kmart.com.
Oh, and he shipped his pants.
You know, it's like, oh yeah, you can ship your pants. And he's like, I can ship my pants? Yeah, you can ship your pants here. You can ship your pants from home. And then it has like an old couple. They're just like, I just shipped my pants right now.
Wow.
Wow,
Best
man.
Kmart commercial ever of all time.
An old couple said that?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people are just like, oh yeah, I ship my pants. I ship my pants.
You know, I vaguely remember that now that you actually mention it.
Yeah, great commercial.
Oh, God.
I don't watch much TV. Most of the commercials that I watch are on YouTube.
Wait, what was that? Target or Kmart? I can't remember. Kmart. Kmart has some really weird commercials.
Kmart has weird commercials, but they're pretty freaking hilarious. I have to say, some of the ads that are on YouTube, I actually will watch.
Well, some of them are good.
Yeah, some of them, and they're like, you know, a couple minutes long. Like there was a commercial for a Heineken contest that they were doing, or not a contest, but a promotional thing, that they set up a board in a airline area at an airport, and they said, okay, you press this button and it gives you a destination, and you have to go to that destination right now. You can't go home, you can't change, you have to go right now. And they're just like, you know, you can go do your check-in, go take your trip, or you can press the button and go, you know, wherever it is that we send you. And it was like a 2.5 long minute commercial and it was just really cool that they were doing this sort of stuff. Like, you don't have to pay for anything; they take care of everything. But you have to take this, leap of faith, this chance that you're not going to get sent to like Cambodia or Iran or anything like that. But the destinations that they had were Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know where that is, that's in the Mediterranean, just off of Greece, I think. Right? Greece or Italy? Greece.
That's the island off the end of Greece.
Yeah. There's
believe.
another one that went to Laos, one that went to Portugal.
Ooh.
So it was like really neat destinations. And it was like, they got the reactions afterwards, and people were like, calling their significant other or calling the person that they were going to visit, be like, hey, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. Well, I might be able to make it later, but I have to go to Thailand first. I'm getting sent to Thailand.
That's a pretty
That'd
great
be a
thing.
fun phone call.
Yeah, and well, one of them was the person was calling their mom. Yeah, I'm not going to be coming home. I'm going to Cyprus. What do you mean you're going to Cyprus? Like right now? Are you coming home first? No, I'm leaving right now. We're going to be walking down to the gate. So I got to cancel. I'm not going to be coming home. It's like she's going to be pissed. She's not going to care that it's free. She's not going to care that I don't have to pay for anything. She's just going to be pissed. The hell are you talking about?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Actually, I want to say that I watched that. That was an ad right before I started watching YouTubers react videos.
Of course.
It was the Vines episode.
Oh God, Vines.
Back on the 4th of July. Okay, you can't. I agree with. Oh God, I have horrible hiccups right now. I agree with you on Vines, but you can't tell me that you have seen the Will Sasso Vines and not laughed.
Yeah, I saw him and laughed.
Grave, do you know what I'm talking about?
Not a clue. Know what the app is, but
okay.
Never.
Will Sasso is a comedian and writer from Mad TV, former Mad TV.
Enough said.
He started doing these vines involving lemons that somebody like says the word lemon, and all of a sudden like a lemon pops into his mouth and he like spits it out. He goes shopping and he's staring at the fruit stand and there's lemons on it, and then all of a sudden he has a lemon pop out of his mouth. There's another one that's
it's pretty weird.
They're pretty weird, but they're freaking hilarious to watch.
No, it's just pretty much weird. That's pretty much it.
It's hilarious. They're absolutely hilarious. You would
Great,
love to
don't
see
do
them.
it.
You would love
I'm
to
not
see
planning
them.
on it.
Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. There's a Screaming Goat remix one.
Oh yeah.
Where they're doing one of the Screaming Goat songs, and the goat screams, and it goes back to the music video, and then right when there's going to be another goat scream, it's Will Sasso spits out a lemon and screams.
I remember that one. That one was good. That one was good.
What was the other vines that they did? The Everybody Spurts, which I thought was absolutely stupid. Which was playing an REM song, Everybody Hurts, and people had liquid dripping from their mouth.
Yeah, that was just bad.
Yeah, terrible. And then they got all the YouTubers to do it at the end. Was really disturbing. But the last one was... What was it? What was the last one? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
I'll have you know that I barely pay attention to anything.
Huh?
I barely pay attention to anything, so don't ask me.
Yeah. It was... Oh, Ryan Gosling won't eat a cereal. Which is essentially somebody took like a green screen of them like trying to feed cereal to something, and then they superimpose Ryan Gosling behind it during like some sort of movie that he's in. And some of them are pretty hilarious. I highly recommend.
Isn't most of them just like recording in front of a screen, like a TV screen? Yeah.
Well, they're either recording in front of a screen, like TV screen, or they're recording in front of a green screen and then super like chroma keying it out and just inserting it on top of the actual footage.
Yeah.
Which would make more sense because you might if you tried doing it in front of an actual screen, you might
And
get
you'll
feedback.
get horrible quality.
Exactly, it would be like terrible. But the very last one, they're like trying to do it, and Ryan Gosling's talking, and he like goes to swipe at something, and they drop the spoon, so like he hit the spoon out of their hand.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
It's pretty damn hilarious. I have to say, the YouTubers react videos are pretty hilarious.
They are.
Mostly because Captain Sparkles is in almost all of them.
Yeah.
And he always has like the most genuine, like disturbed reaction. Like, why did people do this?
Yeah. Just
So.
yeah.
I feel like we're spending a lot of time talking about other people's videos.
We
That's
are.
kind of what a podcast does.
Yeah, talking about
Sometimes.
other things. Relevant information. Things that we watch. Things that are important
kind
to
of.
us should be important to you, the viewer, the listener, whatever you are.
Well, I hope no one watches this. I mean, seriously, that would be a boring ass hour.
What?
Just a background.
I'm gonna put. I'll put the footage from my mining Ask Me Anything behind it.
It's
That will be every single podcast for now and forever.
yeah, same footage.
Same footage over and
Exactly.
over. Well, as if it's not already.
Yeah.
But yeah. So UHC and MineSanity and season 2 and
Things.
things. I haven't done anything on FTB.
Neither have I.
Well, I take that back. I
have to
did
say.
do something. I made, I think, 30 or so howler alarms.
Oh yeah, I know what you're going to use those for.
No, I'm not going to end up using them.
Oh come
well,
on, you
I
goof.
might. I'm going to be pranking somebody. Not going to say who.
Me?
Well, I will.
We can't say it on here.
Sure we can. That'll give you
They're
some
gonna-
motivation to get
He's
it
gonna
done.
prank me with it. Yes, definitely.
Nope.
That would be a waste.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious who I'm planning on pranking, considering how many people are playing on the FTB server, and we're worried about them hearing it.
I can think of
It's Zippy.
2. Yes, Zippy.
Zippy's not. No, pranking Zippy is like pranking Arky. It's good in concept, but it'll never pan out.
Good to know.
I had tried to prank Arky once on MineSanity,
Yeah.
and that didn't end well.
Actually,
It-
twice, technically.
What was the second one?
The obsidian pole that's still there.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
There was the snowman.
Did I?
And-
Oh, I did do that to him. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
The snowman prank was freaking hilarious.
And then I did it to you, and then it wasn't anymore.
It's been done.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna have.
that'd be like using spider webs again.
Huh?
That'd be like using spider webs again.
Shh. We mustn't speak of that here.
All right then.
No, the snowman prank was probably one of my. That would probably, I'd say it's probably my second favorite prank that I've done.
What's your favorite?
The pranking the sugarcane farm that King built right when he started on the server.
I didn't understand that prank at all. Was there supposed to be something funny about that?
Yeah,
Very much so.
It was in King's video that originally when King joined the server, we were just like, oh, as soon as you set up, you're fair game for the prank wars. He was like, well, I'm not going to have a house. I'm not going to make a house. I'm going to be free roaming. So you're not going to be able to prank me. And so he built the sugarcane farm. He was all, here, Azrael, if you really want to, you can prank this. Go ahead and prank me. I dare you, prank me. And so I did. I just pranked the sugarcane farm. And it was just a little like minute and a half video that was just funny as funny could be to me. And it's honestly one of my favorite pranks that I've done on the server. And then second would be Operation Cold Front, which is the snowman, which was also hilarious because Rain quit as a result of that.
Wait, really?
Yeah. She quit the server for a little while because of that prank. Because she said, if anybody pranks me, I swear to God, I'm going to go insane. And so I was just like, well, let's test the waters. And so I covered everything that I could with Snowman in her house. Like, I don't know if you knew it when, or if it was there when you joined Banjo, but the pathways that lead over to where her place used to be and the desert that's over there, like the entire walkways, like, or the sides rather, were covered in torches. The entire top of her house was covered in torches.
Well, where was her house?
Okay.
You know those couple random floating obsidian blocks?
Okay, if you're going out of Spawn Village and you're taking that cobblestone bridge, straight out, right before you get right where it turns was where her house was. That's where her house was.
In the middle of the water.
In the middle of the water.
Yep.
And all of the pathways, all along those side rails, were covered in torches. Like every single block, not like every other block. Every single block on the top of her house had a torch on it.
Well, that's kind of mean.
No. That wasn't us. That was her doing it.
Well, why would she ever do that?
Because she didn't want mobs spawning near her. It freaked her out. At least that's what Grave told me.
More or less, yeah.
And so she said not to prank her, and I tested the waters, and well, she quit.
Yeah.
And then we had it. Who was it that was there? Huh?
We had an auction.
We had an auction, but who all was there? It was me, you, Zippy,
Munch,
and Munch. Yeah. And we had an auction that everybody guesses a number. That whoever gets the closest gets to have the chest. We sorted out the chests, so they were in categories.
And then a couple just random junk ones.
And a couple random junk ones. And we just had an auction for whoever gets her stuff. Unlike,
you're great friends.
Much unlike, what was his name? Who's the guy that quit because he wanted just the Greek? I can't remember his name.
Odin,
yeah. Odin Mordecai.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, that was not an auction. That was grab whatever you can before the place burns down.
Yeah.
Somehow I remember doing that.
Yeah, because we burned it down when you were around.
Yeah, that we burned it down when you were around.
I'm pretty sure I helped burn it down.
Yes, you did.
I did? Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
It was the three of us.
Got it.
The graveyard never got seen by him.
Who knows? Maybe he saw the video. But yeah, the graveyard that was a fun prank too.
Yeah.
We just had loads of fun naming all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know who's in the video that remember I had said that I had found video from my very first video on the server? Eversickle and Exer were both in that video.
I remember them.
I don't know who you're talking about.
They were people from when the server was public, essentially, or was like very early.
Before anything happened, more or less.
Yeah. It was the round of people that got invited when I got invited. That are all no longer there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
But Exer, I think you were around when we raided his place, or maybe that was Munch. I don't remember.
I don't remember anything about Exor.
No, well, you wouldn't have remembered him. He was long gone before you came on.
Yeah.
But raiding his house for stuff.
It was you and Munch, I believe, and Zippy.
Yeah, probably.
And I think the only way we found his house is because I built a portal on top of the Nether. Whenever you could be able to trap door glitch up there.
Yeah. That was funny.
That which was so nice.
Yeah. Oh. How long is this
So how
call been
long?
going?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're almost at an hour. I'm looking back at my prank room, trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
figure out which one is my favorite. I don't know. I gotta say, probably the anvils at Kings. Just because it was a fun time for me.
What was my favorite prank? How many pranks have I done even?
You don't keep track of them.
I don't.
I built this prank room as soon as Azrael freaking gave me picks, and I still have half of them. I've been really
that would have been so much more of an in-depth prank had you not logged on.
I'm really tempted to set up an auto smelter and just use those.
You'd probably win the game by doing
Oh my
that.
god! I just had the greatest idea for something. Essentially, like, what was your anvil prank, Grave? Because I don't think that I ever saw it.
I set up an anvil cannon off to the side of King's place.
Oh, okay.
And
No, this would be something
basically-
different. This would be a noisemaker, sort of prank. That there's pistons that push a anvil around in a circle, and then at one point it just falls, and then it pushes back it around in a circle. In a vertical
it's kind
circle.
of hard to do that because you can't actually push an anvil up, I don't believe.
Yeah, you can. It does require a bit of trickery, but you can.
Anvils actually can't be pushed by pistons unless they're falling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, if you just basically... If you have it fall on an extended piston head, and then you pop it down and then double piston it up...
That would be some seriously complex redstone for a
Okay,
prank.
Not really.
never mind.
I've seen 2 or 3 videos
No more
already
trickery.
that made it really simple.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think we're probably going to call it about there.
Yep.
So thank you guys once again for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. And we hope to see you guys next week.
Whenever we count the votes.
And we'll be counting the votes and figuring out whether or not the server is going to get reset and when it's going to
July
get
30th.
reset. That podcast is going to be recorded July 30th, so you guys will see it August 1st or 2nd.
Whatever that Friday is. Second.
Yeah. So August 2nd, yeah, you guys will end up seeing it. And hopefully, probably the week after that, we're going to be doing the map reset. And
Given, if the votes...
the votes are that. Because right now it is reset now. The options are reset now. The options are wait for 1.7 or no reset period.
Honestly, it looks like it's leaning towards reset now, though. Just from my observation, at least.
From the people that we know how they're going to vote.
Yeah.
Because there's only really 7 people that we're expecting to vote. Because we're not expecting Arky, Rain, Zippy, or Munch to vote because...
we haven't seen them in forever.
Yeah.
More or less.
More or less.
Arky can't get on a computer at the moment.
Why?
Well, he kind of doesn't have a place to live.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that.
Anyways. So,
Anyhow,
stay tuned for next week, and we'll be tallying the votes, and hopefully some motherfucker will send us a question that we can answer on the podcast. But that's never going to goddamn happen. Sigs, send us a question. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace!
Later.
See ya.